Morning, guys. Welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love during this pandemic because us Cardiff City fans at the moment need as much love as people can share, basically. Okay, check our ticker bar below. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. We hit the 1,500 subscriber mark the other day. Congratulations to the community. YouTube, Twitter handle, Facebook, that's also growing as well, and also my Instagram. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this because the media are just a load of pandering pussies. Try saying that with a lisp. Uh, just because they want their free tickets and they don't want to get banned from Cardiff City if they ask any difficult questions. However, it is the review of Mick McCarthy's press conference yesterday. And bearing in mind, we lost 4-0 against against West Brom on Tuesday night. Absolute disgraceful starting lineup. We then lost 5-1 at Blackburn the weekend before. you know, it's hard to be happy at the moment if you're a Cardiff City fan. Anyway, let's go into it. Yesterday, first question. And I've even lost it now. The heading says, McCarthy, I haven't lost for players. First question to McCarthy asks him how the past few days have been and if he is confident he can turn things around. What, for an opening question of a press conference after the games in which we won? Well, weak question. Anyway, he says, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm healthy and well. Apart from football results, I'm fantastic, he says. Nothing has changed. Me, TC, or Terry Connor, and the support of the players, they'll all rally around. Then he gets on a back foot a bit. And then he goes on an attack a bit then, sorry. He says, you journalists get desperate to see the managers losing the players. I don't think that's the case, but the only place they can show that is on the pitch. Well, I think they showed that on Tuesday night, Mick. I think they may have shown that last weekend. And I tell you what, I would be very, very surprised if they weren't showing that after you drop a recognised right back and a recognised left back for two centre halves, and you played 5 centre halves across the back line on Tuesday. In fact, I would go as far to say that the players would probably be laughing behind your back. Because I certainly would be. Anyway, we'll go on. Next question. Have you spoken to the board? McCarthy says, yes, I spoke to Ken Chu, Chief Executive, after the game. I spoke to the Chairman, Mehmet Dalman, yesterday. They are very supportive and they want to help make things better. Well, they didn't really support you in the transfer window. Let's be completely honest. Let's just see what happens after that, okay? Because it's all well and good giving a manager a vote of confidence when he's just lost 4-0 and 5-1 and 4 games on the trot. But next question, time for a change. McCarthy has asked if you make changes to his team and tactics. Now this is interesting. We all know how shocked we all were when the 5 centre-backs were actually named on Tuesday night. He then says, I think it may be time for a tweak. A fucking tweak? Jesus Christ. A tweak to me may think you would go to 4 centre-back, 4 at the back. That would be a tweak. But for some reason, I don't know whether or not he'll try the centre-backs and right back and left back again. Never mind, we'll see. And then he goes on. Time for a tweak. We still have to maintain the positive things we have done over the last 7 months. Maintain those, get short of some of the things that are not working, and try something else. Mick, the 5 in the back hasn't been working fucking, I don't know, since last April, mate. But I still believe in what we were trying to do. Then McCarthy, the headline, McCarthy on criticism of fans. We've not been winning games, so it's been difficult. I understand the fans' reactions, and I'm as frustrated as they are. Well, not really, Mick, you. Because A, you're not a Cardiff City fan, and B, if you lose your job, you get a big payout. Whereas if we lost your job, we'd have nothing. So let's get something straight here. He says, either they do it online, which I don't see. Well, I wish you did fucking see, Mick, to be honest. You know? Maybe if you see me giving you showing just how crap your tactics are and your team selection, maybe it'll knock some common sense into you. Or at a game, I get it. I have no problem with it. We all get a bit wrapped up in what's needed. We need a performance which we can be proud of and the fans can be proud of. If we don't and we get beaten, it'll be the same again and we're all under pressure. Fans can also be happy, Mick, with a bad performance at a win. We haven't been winning, mate. We haven't been fucking winning. We've been drawing to the likes of Barnsley and Peterborough, mate. Then it goes on, availability for a Reading game. Now, Reading game is this afternoon, and I'll mention a bit about that before the end. He says, we're all right. We have a small squad of about 22 players, most of them okay. Then goes down, do the players need to look at themselves? I can't be blameless, he said. The players did it wonderfully well for a long time last season. He's playing on this bloody thing a lot, and he's playing on the that 10-game run last season, right? And I keep on saying this now because I'm going to say it as much as he's going to bring it up. That unbeaten 10-game run, we were very, very lucky not to lose at least 3 of those games. Very lucky. Okay, now, that 10-game run, a few of them were draws as well. Okay, I'm not having this now. That 10-game run, that was it. That was it, no problem. We're into a new fucking season, mate. You're not picking the person who scored 20 fucking goals last year. He then goes on. Anyway, you can't change how you prepare. You can change tactics, personnel. Yeah, maybe change you, Mick. Next question. Tough month coming up. This month is always going to be tough, as it's proved to be. The result tomorrow is vital because we have Swansea and Fulham away then. Tomorrow's result, that will make it. Then the youngsters. Well, the youngsters going to come in. Well, I didn't think I have a squad of 22 with some of the youngsters we got in a squad, but that's how it went. Is he having to take over the board there? Some have come in and done well. Oh, there you go. It's another little thing, maybe. It's a lot easier come in and do well as a youngster when you're winning games. When you're having to be relied upon, it's tough for them. That's why, Mick, you're not managing them properly, my friend. That is why you're not managing them properly. I've been saying this for a while now. They've been too relied upon. I was fucking light. There you go. I don't criticize any of them. We got to encourage them, get the best out of them. But you manage them correctly, Mick. That's what you do, yeah. You manage them correctly. Then he goes on. It was fucking light. Then he goes on. Does the style of football need to completely change? Then he says, let me tell you, when we train, we don't just practice hitting long and hopeful balls, that's for sure. The other night there were lots of groans and moans because that was fully understandable, because there was some real poor football we produced. Does that come with the pressure of the results or the teams we were playing against? Question mark. Weird. But that's not how we play. That's not how we train, that's for certain. But but if you're winning games, no one really cares. It's about the style of football, but that's not the way we train, that's for sure. Hang on, mate, yeah? Hang on, mate. Almost every goal we scored has been from a set piece. Almost, yeah? You're trying to tell me that you haven't been playing the way what you've been training. That's absolute bullshit. Absolute, and it's fucking light is doing my head in. Right? Absolute bullshit. Then the last one, mixed message to the fans. They all come and pay their money. I've got no complaints from them hooting, shouting at me. On the other side of the coin, if we won 5 or 6 games, they may be singing Mick McCarthy's Blue and White Army, but maybe not. You know what? I think he's trolling us. I think he's trolling us. It doesn't help, actually. I watched this. I watched a clip on this online, right? And I'm telling you something, yeah. When he finished one of his answers, if you look into his face, you know, he was grinning like he didn't give a flying fuck what would happen to him. As I've said, this is another. He doesn't support Cardiff City. You know, why should he? It's another job for him. And it's another job, and it's now going, hopefully, very quickly become another payoff for him. You know, this is just how footballers and managers are these days. You know, the days of managers caring about the clubs they manage are long gone. It's just another job, and you know, they look forward to the payout. If it doesn't work out, they just look forward to a payout. Now, this is another message to the media, the local media. I am sick to death of pandering pussies. That's all you are. Okay? Now, throughout this last few days, we need, you know, everyone knows we need creativity. Now, this guy who was, you know, Mick McCarthy, who played him for Ireland, and I went to Apollo Nicosia. He's now a free agent. Not one question about that guy. You know, do you think you need creativity, Mick? Do you think this guy who's now become a free agent, who you had at Ireland and Apollo Nicosia, who could, no, do you think he could help out? Nothing about him, although he's been heavily linked with Cardiff in the last couple of weeks. Nothing about him. Then nothing about the strange. No question. Are you going to play a centre back at right back? Are you going to play another centre back at left back? Personally, I feel sorry for the centre backs who didn't play. I feel sorry for them. They must be fucking devastated. I must be 6th choice centre back then, Mick. Another thing. Why isn't Kiefer Moore, the question about Kiefer Moore's not starting in his press conferences? Now, to me, I think something's happened since the club turned down that bid from Wolves. I think something's happened. I think something's gone behind the scenes. Because on the final day against Wolves, I know it was a potently 5 million, but let's be honest. Currently now, you would have thought the club would take 5 million if he wasn't in Mick McCarthy's plans. Now, it's 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I've probably got another hour to decide whether I'm going to the game against Reading today. I even had a free ticket. I've even got a free ticket. And I'm still undecided. I worked last night. I worked overnight. Really tired. Really pissed off with everything football-wise at the moment. And I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to decide in the next hour. If I am going, it will be fan cams. If I'm not going, it'll probably be a watch along. I'm a bit like that at the moment. Weather doesn't help either. But anyway, also as well, there's been rumours about Newport manager Mike Flynn being linked to Cardiff. Flynn actually resigned from his job at Newport yesterday, but he's not for me. Although I can see Cardiff going for it because he'd be a cheap option compared to Mick McCarthy or any of the other available managers out there. Although, as many people have pointed out, anyone would be better than McCarthy at the moment. Anyway, love you and leave you. Hasta luego. Catch you later. Bye.